This is the LABOREDUCER 8-pack of RGB under cabinet puck lights. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get the product manual. These three things kind of all go together. You get the power supply. Here's the mains cord for it. Figure 8 style connector to a standard US plug. Barrel jack connector on that plugs into this box right over here, which is a control box, so you can control it right from that. And then this is an 8-way splitter. Okay, as you see, little black thing there is the infrared sensor for the remote, which you also get. You get a bag of screws if you're going to mount them up that way. You could double stick tape them. They can even be recess mounted if you'd like. Here are the 8 puck lights. I know it looks like a mess here, but this is just how it is out of the box. I mean, you're going to mount these up and run these wires nice and that. They also give you 4 extension cables. So this kind of goes together in like a star pattern where you'd plug the 4 closest ones in to this here and just run those. And then the other 2 and the other 2 that way are going to use the extension cables. And additional extension cables are available if you need them. In addition to that, this is also app controllable using the Lotus Lantern app. So you have controls on the box here, the remote, which you can use, or you can use the Lotus Lantern app. Now, I was reading through the reviews and somebody had mentioned, oh, don't bother with the remote, you know, get into this century and use the app. That's all fine and good, and the app, I'm going to show you that. It's nice, it works, and you're more than welcome to use it, but, you know, I just want to turn the lights on. I don't want to pull out my phone, then you turn it on, you enter your PIN code, and then you find, oh, look at that, there's 3 texts that I missed. So now you're busy for 5 minutes replying to these texts, and you just wanted to put the lights on. Just take the remote, hit the button, or press the button on here, and it's on. But the app is there, and you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Like I said, we'll get into that a little bit later. I'll show you a bit around that. However, this set is not voice controllable, but you can turn it on and off by using a separate smart plug that you plug the whole thing into. And that way, if you have a voice assistant, a Google Home or Amazon Echo, you can ask it to turn on the puck lights or whatever you want to call them, and it'll turn on just in the way it was. And then once it's on, of course, you're again free to use the remote control or the app or the control box to get them to change color and all that. A lot of times I find it, you know, it looks great on paper there, and you might change it for holidays, and that's all fine and good too. But otherwise, you know, sometimes you just want regular old plain white light. Anyway, let me get everything plugged in, and I'll show you what they can do. I'll show you the app, and then I'll install 2 of them real quick just to give you a real-world example. Alright, so we're all set here. All of the lights have been plugged in. If you're going to use the extension cable, it just extends on. Whatever connectors they use, they're keyed, they're nice, they snap right in, positive feel on that, so it's not as daunting as it might seem. Again, you can use the buttons on here, and we can press buttons and it'll do stuff, change color and that. Let's go and use the remote. It's just easier for me with the video here, as you see. So you have white, and with the remote you can choose red, green, blue, yellow, and then there's turquoise and purple and pink and another purple and green and back to white again. And that's just great right there. You can do that. You can dim it as well. So that's the lowest brightness setting. That's the highest brightness setting right there. And on the remote there is an auto button that I can press, and that'll give you a demo of some of the different color modes and fade patterns and stuff. So let's just let this run for a minute or so. So you see there's all different fade patterns and all kinds of great stuff that you can use there like that. I'm going to just set it right back to white for a minute, and now I'll get the app and show you that. In fact, I'll even turn them off. So here's the app. It's just your standard color wheel type configuration like that. We can turn them on right there. You can see them go on and off. It's there. It works. There's different colors at the bottom that we can choose, just like that. If I could see what I'm tapping on. Stuff like that. And then we can change to anything in the color wheel, and you can see the lights change behind it. And the center will give you an indication of the kind of color that you're looking at. You can also set a schedule on here where you can have them turn on at a particular time on a particular day, turn off at a particular time on a particular day. That kind of stuff you can do with that. And there's also a music mode for that. I can do it with the app, but there's actually even just a button right on the remote here. And you see that it's going and does that as I speak. There's other ambient sound, as you may or may not hear on the video. So if I tap on there, you can see, and of course when I speak, and a different music mode as well. That's this one, very flashy. Cool for a party if you got loud music going, something like that. Definitely kind of neat. But my old eyes, I don't know, it's a little flashy for me. Anyway, you get the idea with these. Like I said, these can be mounted either surface mount, or you can stick them up however you want, or they can be recess mounted as well. Up to you how you want to install them. I'm going to take a couple and give you a real world example. Now this is just a very temporary installation just for this video, but it'll give you a real world example. We are currently looking at a storage cabinet in my bar for some additional glassware, and that's all the light there is. Just a couple of fluorescent lights. This bar was built in the 1960s, so that's all you got, and that's all fine and good. But I've installed only 2 of the puck lights, one in the upper compartment and the lower. Obviously the wires, you'll dress those up when you go to actually install it. But let's go ahead and turn it on. Wow. I mean, just wow. To go from that to that. All right? Now, you know, if you want to dim that, you can dim it. You know, and even at a dimmer setting, that's nice. Let me shut the lights here. There's still some residual light. In fact, I'll go kill that as well so we get a proper effect. Alright, so from absolutely nothing to the lowest brightness, white setting. Oh yeah, definitely nice. And, you know, we can brighten that up. The camera, of course, auto-adjusts for this, but hey, you can see all the glasses real nice. At the lowest brightness, I could see that like toward the end of the night or something like that. If you have this maybe in a dining room or even your kitchen, you know, you're kind of done, you're sitting around maybe a family gathering or a holiday, you're all in the dining room, you kind of dim the lights down and all that kind of great stuff, and the kitchen can just have these on like real dim like that, and it really provides some ambiance. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, of course, because, you know, you have all the different colors as well. So there's your red, green, blue, and I'll just run through them here just so you can see. Like that. And let's hit the auto, and we'll let that just cycle through. So it has different, you know, just immediate change to the next color, and eventually it'll go to fade. So we'll just kind of let this cycle through a little bit. Definitely very nice. Definitely very nice. Depending, and again, you can take the app and set exactly, precisely the color that you want. Something that'll go with what you have and really accentuate it. You can see how the different colors sort of shine off of the glassware in different ways. Again, this is just one example. This could be as intended under your cabinets in your kitchen, and you know, to go with your kitchen motif, whatever it is. If you have a blue kitchen, you know, you can do kind of a blue type thing, or like a into the periwinkle or turquoise areas, anything like that. But yeah, just a whole bunch of different great stuff for whatever color you want. You know, that's kind of nice in its own way. It's got a lot going for it, definitely. I definitely like that. And in the different fade modes and stuff like that, you have speeds as well. You can have it transition to the next color or the next whatever it's going to do, faster or slower. So it has all that functionality. You can do all of that through the app as well. But it's all there for you. Once again, this was the LABOREDUCER 8-pack of under cabinet puck lights. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.